shove out the lane, get the support to then drag the next wave back, so you can kind of reset the creep equilibrium and try and get that level 2 pretty fast as well. Because like you said, I mean, only that 40 gold early on, it's, you know, not as much as what a lot of people put emphasis on with the early bounties here, but it's going to be important if they can protect him. You know, CML is going to try and do as much as he can so with the matchup done, but you already see Puck's taking so much damage. Only 1 armor, so CML's right clicks, and also whenever you chuck up the Earth Spike. But mid, we got the Batrider and the Queen of Pain. How's this matchup going to fare?
I think it's going to be a little bit back and forth. Of course, Queen of Pain has the luxury of always just being able to skill up that blink to be able to get away from any kind of constant harass coming through from the bat. I think she's got her magic stick coming out to her very soon. So that's going to be nice for her, just to be able to stay there and contest. You don't really even need the bottle coming up against the Batrider, but obviously it's a nice little luxury to have as well.
I like how the wards are positioned as well right now from both Radiant and Dire around mid. Both these heroes are going to have a lot of emphasis on making rotations to the side lanes just because of the high mobility they have. So if they do get a really nice power rune, I mean, these wards are probably going to expire by that stage when they will, but we'll see some other. But Bok just catches that one as the Phantom Assassin will fall. So already this Mars and Undying lane really being a nuisance, and the PA is not the strongest lane off. Phoenix level 1, you know, once you get an extra point in the Fire Spirits, you can be a little bit more impactful, but it's not a good start for Yangon.
No, for sure. I mean, the one thing that's been going a bit more in their favor is the fact that Skiller has been able to sit back here and continuously farm, deny a lot of creeps away from the Alchemist in the bot lane, but in contrast to that, we've just got a double stack now and they're pulling waves in, so Tino's fine if he's able to just get these neutral creeps as well. Force is quite a heavy commitment. They're even getting a few denies off down here as well.
Big Tino did get the that Centaur creep. If you can get the Wild Ring Ripper, well, he does, okay? No abilities getting used. I guess Puck feeling a little bit scared of using some aggressively there. You see CML is doing a pretty good job right now, just, you know, forcing out some reactions. Puck doesn't have any more consumables at the moment. Mid lane.
Just a little bit short there, Skiller. He used the smoke to try and catch out the Batrider while he's only got the sticky napalm leveled up. He's almost reached level 4, so nothing quite yet into the Firefly. I'm sure he would have been able to just quickly level that one up and get away.
I like the emphasis with that rotation as well, because the Earth Spirit picking up that level 2, wanting to try and offset and maybe help out that mid lane with an early rotation. It's going to miss another roll as well, unfortunately, not clipping on Tino.
Yeah, wasn't able to get the kickoff to push him underneath the tower either, so Tino, he's just continue happily farming. He's having a perfectly fine time with this. And even Bok, you can see where the wave is. Boomy's done a good job of fixing up the equilibrium, making sure that there's been not too many pulls going off. He's been able to spot this out, these constant attempts by this Observer Ward that hasn't been removed just yet by Lund. So, doing quite well.
Very good start for Mega at the moment throughout the laning stage. That early kill, the Elk's getting exactly what he wants, and we see, you know, Puck and PA at the moment with the loss. It's slightly struggling. At least the Queen of Pain is up there at the moment. The rotation's coming through to help out with the power. Cop's actually going to be the one to pick that up, so he's going to get the Arcane. Unfortunately, won't have a refill. Skillet's even going to roll in forward.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication there. I think if Horse stayed, they might have been able to get the kill. He had the Shadow Strike available after picking up that Arcane Rune. Of course, you know, when you're paying attention to trying to kill a Queen of Pain, that can be the split-second difference that you need to be able to not see an Earth Spirit rolling in onto your face. Something else that I'm seeing, it's a little bit interesting. We don't see it super early on in a lot of these games. Of course, late game it is a great item, but it feels like he's going for a really early Holy Locket here on the Phoenix with Lund. He's already picked up the fluffy hat. He's got the full wand queued up, which, of course, pretty standard. But I think that's where he's going for with this.
Interesting. Yeah, that's a very, very early, you know, thinking about that Holy Locket for the Phoenix. I guess the stats at the moment is going to be nice for them, but see how he continues with the item progression at the moment for Lund. But with the bounties coming out, it looks like it's going to be 2 for Mega. But over to snag this one away from Boomy, but unfortunately he's not going to be able to keep that one for the Batrider there. So yeah, we'll be at 2-2. Bounty rune at Pista.
Phoenix, because it was nighttime, I think he spotted out that there was one stack of this ancient camp, but I don't think he saw the hard stack, and that's what Mac's just going to go for straight away. So maybe he could have been in a better spot to be able to contest that. Nice courier snipe there by Lund.
Yeah, that's a lot of net worth on that. Wow. Unfortunately, you hate to see it there, and this is the power of the Batrider, where we see kind of the potential to be able to take these stacks very early, and the Ancients already stacking up for him as well, so we'll see Mac be able to go back and farm that at a pretty quick rate here. But
even got what's he opting to go for here on the Alchemist? He's bringing out a ring of health to himself already.
Thanks.
Is it a Battle Fury game for him, or is he just going really early into like the Vanguard and eventually get that Abyssal Blade, trying to lock down these slippery heroes in, well, they've got 5 basically that have pretty high mobility right now on Yangon.
CML is in trouble. Skille is going to be able to connect on the roll there, so it will be the first kill coming through from Yangon, and they have shoved the wave in, so they really want to try and force the Alchemist out of this lane, but they do not have another hero coming down. So it looks like Elk should be able to get another wave, and not really feeling too pressured at the moment. Are we worried the kind of how the status quo is looking at the moment of the game from Yangon, that they haven't done enough to stop the Elk?
I think so. I think he can't even consider going full into that Battle Fury now. But he's had this decent of a laning stage. You're just going to be able to accelerate so much faster than the rest of the team. What's going on here, Mac? He's in a little bit of trouble, moving very slow, only 100 movement speed, and eventually forcing the Sonic Wave at least.
Well, this is the nice thing, at least from Yangon, that they're going to have the Queen of Pain and the Earth Spirit making a lot of aggressive movements at the moment, and they've also got the Observer Ward to scout out Tino. Or maybe bleeding forward a little bit too early, so Skille is going to miss the roll, and now underneath the tier 2 tower, we'll have the extra arm and HP regen. Is that enough from Tino, though? He can even utilize the strength. Almost. That solo kill granted him the 6, but unfortunately just a little bit too late. Maybe not even using the sticks and the strength treads there. Could have kept his life, but Alchemist, we will see him paying the price. And our mid lane, they want a little bit of revenge. Matt coming out of the grave here, finds a lasso. CML setting up. Do they have the damage to kill him before he gets the dive away? It looks like they do not. Now, how far are you going to continue on here with the Earth Spirit? He's even going to show up, and they got Hor coming forward as well with the Queen of Pain. They need the roll connection. They're going to be able to find it now. Omega moving over their side of the river here. Rain's going to try and hold the Lion, so they'll get at least one of the supports. Maybe they can get an extra kill. Max incredibly fast. Will not be able to make it up at the moment, Boomy. A nice tombstone on the high ground, but still, this is not a spot where they can really take the fight. Bok drops the arena, controls up 3, but where's the extra damage to her tombstone? It hasn't fallen just yet, but with 3 down from Omega, I don't think Bok's going to be able to continue with this engagement, so he has to TP out. And this is really nicely played from Yangon at the moment, not recognizing that, yes, the Alchemist, he's not going to be joining these fights, and, you know, Radiant still, the Lion's damage at the moment is going to be a little bit lacking without that big ultimate burst, and, you know, Batrider already used the lasso as well.
Yeah, I mean, just to go back to that fight at the tier 2 bottom, it felt like there were a fair few misplays, to be honest. You know, they probably should have been able to kill the Alchemist before he gets underneath the tower. They placed down the Observer Ward, and the Ocean Heart is actually the Radiant side's Ocean Heart.
Oh, no.
They didn't pick that up. And yeah, like you mentioned before, it doesn't change to the strength treads. He had 5 stick charges as well at the time, I think, on the Alch, so he should have lived. So just a comedy of errors right now, but you know, it makes it that it's still exciting. It's anyone's game, even though the Alchemist has had a pretty good start, although you can't feel too bad if you're this Queen of Pain right now. He's been able to secure some great kills for himself.
Yeah, definitely. I'm very impressed with the start here from Hor, and we even see Puck is going for the Witchblade still as the position 3. So we've seen the support Puck just go straight for the Agams. We saw KYXY still go for kind of that utility as well, but looks like Zawrain wants to commit for the Witchblade, which has been an item we're seeing time and time again now in the Pucks.
Radiant's middle tower.
I don't know how I feel about it though. I feel like if you've gone this all in onto teamfight, you need to just continue doing that. I feel like the Ag Scepter is a fantastic item for the Puck, especially with these combinations that they've got.
They should have the burst here. The Queen of Pain's got to be really careful. This is a massive kill because CML's got the ult with the coil. Now that mini stun's not going to be enough to allow the Queen of Pain to get away. They find the burst potential. Earth Spirit's got the 6 as well with AoE magic damage coming out, but even Tino showing up. He's actually going to roll aggressively on the high ground here. It's just Tino, yeah, but it looks like he's in trouble. No concoction, so eSports going to be able to keep his life, but the Puck's in trouble. Doesn't make it down to the low ground. It's going to have another silence up in a couple seconds, but Max should be able to close the distance straight on top. They find another. So it's a 2-for-1. You see just Omega recognizing that they are able to take that engagement. They had to burst thanks to Lion Finger. They're actually going to go back once again though. Nice kick back into the Sonic Wave. CML might be able to get a return kill with the stun underneath the tower. So this is the C Dota that we see time and time again. A lot of aggression starting to come through. 14 kills, about to be 11 minutes in.
I mentioned before as well though about the PA having a very lonely game. He was just been sitting bot this entire time. This time around he was able to luck out in that he had the... With maybe that Soul Rip, he might have been able to go down with the Flesh Golem popped and the extra damage onto him, but yeah, taking full advantage of that siege creep as well. Another fight's about to break out mid. Probably would have right then and there if the Arena of Blood didn't have 15 seconds left on the cooldown.
Dude, I didn't know Undying had this much of a dad bod with the Flesh Golem. His stomach, he's got a hell of a beer belly there. My dude's he's really enjoying the downtime. Yeah, he's looking thick whenever he's, you know, not battling on the battlefield. Trying to consume some alcohol, get that belly rocking. I mean, apparently, you know, dad bod's been a thing for a while, and now he transforms back into a warrior as he is. I'm seeing Boomy's going to be going for the urn, but the big thing is that the Alchemist is in trouble. The Supernova on the high ground, he doesn't have the Chemical Rage, and once again, Yangon. I love the ward positioning from them around the triangle camp, giving them a lot of information. You're well aware of how the Alchemist wants to be situated in this game for Radiant, kind of positioning around the Ancients, really utilizing that Battle Fury, and well, Yangon just making sure they keep tabs.
Yeah, and I feel like that's the sort of ward that you want. Like, against an Alchemist that you know is going to be farming this ancient area, you love having the wards that give you the information, but don't block any camps, because at this point of the game, you want to catch him out. You've got great pick-off potential, and so by killing the Alchemist, not only does it stall his timings, but it just creates so much more space for this PA to get her work done.
Rainbow TP rotations down bot. CML might have pushed up a little bit too far. He's slowed from Dagger, and also the Quap help. Looks like CML is going to be punished, so the Shadow Strike along with Stifling Dagger have Radiant been able to disengage fast enough. They actually want to try and turn the Queen of Pain, oversteps the market, they drop the Arena, but double the roll forward, it's going to disrupt, so they don't get the spear away. Hor drops in the nick of time, but the Blink's got the Arcane as well if they want to try and utilize that, but it looks like the Earth Spirit rolled in to sacrifice his life. Really nicely done from Skill. They will keep the Quap. And now it's also going to help out there that they didn't also find the Phantom Assassin. The big thing is that that's kind of time where the Alchemist is still finding farm, getting close towards the BKB here.
Just getting maximum use out of that Battle Fury for now. No tower's been taken just yet on the dire side of the map, which is a little bit surprising. I suppose Alchemist has been prioritizing his time in the jungle. Same sort of thing with the Batrider, and outside of the Alch, there's really no right click. It's just about denying as much experience as he can away from Yangon.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And that Observer Ward has gone and expired. So that Sentry Ward below the Ancient Camp, not going to be useful for anything. Although CML is going to be able to get a nice extra stack off here for the Alch. Unless the creeps block each other. Which they do.
Oh no. At least you got the big camp there, but Dire once again, it looks like they're ready to rock and roll. Do they have a smoke? They do on Skill A. So if they want to move on, Cops, he's got one of the Oblivion staff still looking for the secondary and the recipe, but they got a DD in with their ultimates. Might look to fight here. Still, they're also trying to provide some space for the Phantom Assassin, who's very close to the Battle Fury, but Radiant, do they want to bring the numbers, try and protect the tier 1 mid? Paul with the DD is going to be able to chunk it down. The Cloves trying to set up for the roll a little bit off the mark, and now with the Tombstone drop, Yangon going to try and turn to deal with the Tombstone. They bring it down successfully. Now with the Supernova as well, Omega going to try and bring it, but a nice Sonic Wave going to drag it back to Tomb. No, it's still popped to the Super. They find it successfully. Now CML with the burst potential for the finger as well. 2 down from Yangon. They got the control. Puck, can he get the jaunt away? The stun at the last second, but it's not long enough. Spirit Vessel along with the Magnetize. Boomy's going to be careful. They're actually going to roll aggressively in forward skill lay. Well, this is super deep here, my good sir, and it looks like he's going to get punished. Even the Puck's coming forward as well. Claims the kill on CML. They need the vision to be able to help out extra. Brock's got the speed to lock the Puck, and that's enough. Yangon, they lose 4 there. That's rough.
I mean, they were in a very bad position. Like, I don't know what was going on with their communications there, but, you know, the Earth Spirit does a boulderless roll in, and the Puck Dream Coils onto 1, and then after that's expired, then they use the egg, and it was just like, well, for what? You know, it just felt like 4 different ultimates that were used for no team gain.
Dire are scanning.
Yeah, now this is going to give Radiant a little bit of a period here where Dire won't have their ultimate, so more space for Alchemist, who has the BKB now completed, and just kind of slowing down the Orchid as well. If Quap was able to pick this up at a relatively good timing, which is now completed, but the Alchemist has the BKB, so more than likely going to use the Orchid aggressively to try and catch up these supports to bring them down and just really avoid the Alchemist through fights. But can they do that successfully, though? It's going to be difficult.
Alright, we got this Blick Dagger available on the Batrider. He's picked up an Arcane Rune, so they're looking for one of these key targets. I think they would be fine with anyone that they're able to catch, but Haw's #1 for sure.
See if Mar's going to be able to stay alive long enough as well. They'll be able to catch up the Queen of Pain. Where's the extra stun lockdown? It tries to run back towards Simo. They just get the Hex. Nicely done from Mac, recognizing that the Undying's not going to help out at all with your extra lockdown to deal with the Puck. So runs towards the Lion, and that extra Hex lockdown, even though it's just level 1, 2.5 seconds, just enough to bring him down throughout the duration. No,
These
2 for 1
have been fantastic from Boomy as well. Just being able to lock down. I mean, I think he's only lost 1 in a team fight, but even then it had a good 10-15 seconds of use. Might even get a stack off here. He is playing the ideal support game right now, and he's even finished up his Spirit Vessels, so awesome gameplay.
Yeah, and him being a very high level, you see the max out tomb, Soul Roots, got some couple extra points in it as well, but we even have a Mars Blink Dagger completed, so Radiant's still getting a lot of these items right now. Yes, Yangon are making space for PA, but what's the name of the game here for Yangon? Because they haven't put enough pressure on the Alchemist to slow his farm down. And they just try and hope they can go late for the PA to carry?
Yeah, I think just having this Desolator isn't enough. I think he needs to go Deso BKB, and well, honestly, it looks like he's changing things up. I think, yeah, he's just going straight BKB, not even worrying about the Desolator. They're worried about what this Alchemist is going to be able to do by that point. I think he's going to be probably an extra 2 items ahead of you at that.
Uh-oh. Young PH with this blink, just the pick-off potential that they have. The Scepter Conqueror trying to make it a little bit difficult for Mega, but that's a great pick-off for them. Dire, they are coming down though. Let's see if they can take the fight. They know the lasso's on cooldown. Mac doesn't have a lot of mana at all, so he's going to TP back. Alchemist is even joining them as well. Looks like Radiant are kind of aware of this. Let's see if they continue with the fight through the cold. Just onto 1. Boom is still going to be able to get the Tombstone off. They're unable to deal with it now with the green unlocking in 2. Supernova will stun them up. They haven't been able to successfully bring down One's ultimate here, been able to roll forward. Lions in trouble. The 2 for 1 to start. They're still trying to turn to Bok. They've got the Sunray % damage. Bok's in trouble here, and they're going to be able to find an extra for Tino. He wants to try and get some revenge. But the concoction's out. Finds a Phoenix. They need some extra damage coming out at the moment. The Fire Spirit's attack slow. It's going to mitigate the damage that the Alchemist can dish out, but at the moment it's Mac where the key target is, trying to burn them down. Tino will finally be able to find the Phoenix, continuing the aggression up to the northern side. Young PH, along with the rest, the help of Yangon, will also find Mac. So they lost the Phantom Assassin very early to a pick-off, but still bringing the numbers there to take the team fight. They find 4 on a Mega, and we see just the big ultimates whenever Yangon have them available. I mean, they use the Sonic Wave, the Magnetize, Coil, and Supernova. All their ultimates paying off massive there.
Yeah, and I think, as you mentioned, you know, when they are able to rejoin these, to join these team fights, they're able to get so much done. I feel like that's why Young PH is looking to rush this BKB, because, you know, if, for example, he had it on that 5-man gank attempt on the bot side, he might have been able to live long enough for the rest of his team to be able to assist. And, well, even ended up losing a bunch of heroes. They realized that, well, you used all of your ultimates, basically, except for the Dream Coil, so let's attempt this Roshan. It's been found out, though, they do have the coil available. He's freed up a couple of item spots as well.
I don't think they're going to be able to do too much here, unfortunately, without the ultimates. Tino should be able to clean this without anyone stealing it. You even see just laying the finger of death, sorry, laying the earth spike down, just in case if anyone wants to think about jumping there. But, I mean, once Tino, he's going to have a Abyssal Blade with this Aegis timing. This is going to start to look very scary, because the puck quap, hard to catch. Even the PA as well could be a little bit difficult if you don't have a lot of stuns on the enemy team, just because the constant, you know, Phantom Strike getting from A to B. So now with this item here, Tino is going to be able to help out and find a really key target to start these engagements.
I think
like we might see here up top, actually, Puck's in trouble. They get the first stun to the fall with the concoction. Buck needs to find the spear, but unfortunately it's already on cooldown. He's still in trouble though. Utilizes the waning rift to jump up to the northern side, and now with the orb as well, but they've got a way to be able to deal with the trees. Nicely done from Puck. He's so goddamn slippery though, but he'll still get punished. CML brings him down with a finger of death. He's up to 4 charges now, plus 160 for that finger.
Plus you've got a siege creep pushing together with you, and you know that there's no dream coil for the next minute. They're doing the right move, just pushing the other side of the map, hoping to try and force them back, but Omega really don't have a reason to right now. They've got the Aegis available on the Alchemist, and yeah, I was thinking maybe Lon, he just picked up the level 20-minute Tome of Knowledge, so he's level 12 now. That Supernova is so much more powerful. TPs are starting to come back here, but it's just Mac. So they're getting a little bit scared. You can see that there's 3 people still top, and they're still running away from this Batrider. A little bit confusing, but still, just respecting the lead, I suppose, that Omega eSports have. But he's finished up that Holy Locket as well on Lund, so let's see how effective it is.
If they have a smoke on Radiant, I wouldn't mind them linking down bot where Batrider is already positioned at the moment. See, CML just picks one up, but unfortunately they don't have one as a team. So I'm a bit worried how this game is going to continue faring though, because you don't, in the draft you didn't identify a way to deal with the Batrider, and this was, you know, partially the fact of them getting rid of a lot of the supports here that have a way to hard dispel off the lasso. So Batrider will always give them an opportunity to be able to find one pick off without really being worried about a support to have this saving factor. Tino, they're going to roll him forward with the call on the chain lockdown. They kick him away. Beautiful initiation, so goddamn perfect. And up with the Supernova as well, laying on top of the Aegis with the respawn. Tino's going to get stunned up here, but he still has the ultimate. Lasso on top of the side, Phantom Assassin protected with the EKB, but Young PH needs a blink tug, but they're going to be able to fall off now with the Abyssal Blade. Tino straight on top of the PA. Where's the extra help? Do they want to counter up? Tino's in trouble now. The Chemical Rage slowly wearing off along with the BKB. Looks like Omega, the time to retreat is now, but where's the fall from Yangon? Paul trying to jump in forward. Skill H is a little bit too far away, however, with the rolls. So they find the Aegis, they find the Lion. A couple of BKBs used there, however.
I think you're fine to still continue this attempt to fight if you're on Yangon's side. You know that there's not going to be a Chemical Rage if you just kept pushing forward. I suppose you'd use your Supernova and you'd use your Dream Coil, but there's still a number of good abilities available, and all it needs is a couple of lucky crits, and that PA is able to take down an Alchemist without his ultimate up.
That's a very crafty way to be able to bring the Alchemist down as well. You see just the perfect chain lockdown, even using the coil just to make sure there was no chance of him getting the that mini stun, helping to make sure he didn't get the Chemical Rage, and then the kick away. You know, we saw yesterday such an incredible wombo combo with that Puck and Coddle Blind to get the break, but at least you have this single target with the Boulder Smash from the Earth Spirit. But Omega, and another die don't have the ultimates now with the jump forward from Buck. They're gonna be able to find the Phoenix, and Tino's got so much damage here. They'll crit him down.
I mean, you mentioned before that they didn't really have too much in terms of answers for the Batrider. I agree for the laning stage, but they've got a Puck and an Earth Spirit. They've got plenty of ways to lock him down. But now the Batrider's been able to finish up this BKB, and it's still 10 seconds. So that's why I was a little bit more concerned about Zawrain going for this Witchblade as opposed to an Ag Scepter. If he just went straight Ags, and that Batrider gets out of position once
again, they're going to try and jump. Tino pops the BKB with the ultimate on cooldown for the Earth Spirit. Where's the extra fall of the Sonic Wave? It's a decent amount of damage here, but they need some extra help. They're on top of the back. A Young PH is in trouble though. Pops the BKB, turns to Tino with the last sec, but it's not enough to be able to keep the Elk alive. They're at least kiting up the Phantom Assassin, but where's the rest of the team? It's going to allow them to disengage with TP. It's Batrider caught out Herbert. Skill A will find him with the roll. So once again, finding the Alchemist without that ultimate. They tried to drag the PA away to kite him, but it was not enough there. They buy back on the Earth Spirit, but Dire get a big kill in Tino.
And that's without using the Phoenix at all, so he's still got that Supernova available if they want to take another fight. That's not to say that they will. But yeah, it just shows the effectiveness of catching out that Alchemist when he doesn't have that BKB. As soon as it ran out, they just instantly turned onto him and were able to burst him down.
And now the Phantom Assassin has this extra item in the Desolator, so now your damage is going to get even more greater, getting close to that level 20 talent. You even have the Imclaw, which is going to be nice. Boomy, long Bok, doesn't have the BKB, but missing the spear. They need the TP rotations for the Blink Strike target now. It looks like the Queen of Pain's going to be able to clean up. They're wrapping through along with the River Spirit just in case another big fight breaks out, but it just looks like a pick-off there.
It's just a matter to me of how soon are they going to be able to finish up this Ags on Puck. He is only about 1,400 gold away, but it just feels like you're constantly needing to put pressure on this Alchemist. Maybe you can wait a half a minute until PA gets her level 20, just so at least you've got that little bit of extra evasion. Be able to spot him out.
Uh-oh. Tino pops the BKB, and now with the Disblade straight on top of the Phantom Assassin. Can he get away? However, the bashes are coming through. Tino with the attack speed, it's so far right now. PA's in trouble. The Blink, it's no distance now with the attack. The Supernova's in trouble. They get the kick away. No, it still pops, and Tino with the two of us who will fall. 2 down from Radiant. You deal with the Supernova, but can you clean up? The speed's off the mark. Phantom Assassin still in trouble. However, the Blink fourth, they find the last on Mac. He's able to clean up here. Club's going to be careful. There's nothing coming out. Yeah, they don't have any mana on the Queen of Pain, so they need to disengage. Lion's even going to buy back as well, because Zawrain, he wants to clean up, drops the call, the cleanup one. But where's the extra help? They got the vision as well. The zombies chasing him down, but they just need the stuns. Fox got the spear. Can he latch it though? Oh, he gets it! I don't think it matters. Waning Rift. Still in trouble, this Spirit Vessel. He's done for actually. A Mega. Okay. Not bad, not bad at all.
Able to pull things back a little bit. Yeah, it just shows the importance again of waiting for those BKBs. Now that it's getting lower, only 7 seconds on the Alchemist, you've got so much more vulnerability to getting caught out by this this Earth Spirit through the silences, through the kicks, through the Spirit Vessel, and you're able to get a lot more burst done. Even just being kited around in general with that Shadow Strike on Hawk.
Once these BKBs keep getting lower and lower for the Phantom Assassin and the Alchemist, they're going to have to be really on point with their usage through the fights then, because it's just going to further enable them. Like, there's a lot of stuns, a lot of slows from either teams. Just the kiting factor can really come out to play here. And well, this game is starting to come back into what I'd say even. A lot of time, you know, the Alchemist, yes, they're 4,000 gold ahead. Naturally, with the Alchemist lineup, you're going to see that they have kind of this artificial net worth where it's all in one here. How do you feel with this game 2 here? Is anyone in the driver's seat at the moment?
I feel like Yangon are having a pretty decent time, especially considering they've been able to burn so many BKB charges. You've also got, I think, 50 gold away from the Puck Ags, so that's going to be really beneficial. And I mean, Queen of Pain had her level 25 talents changed. No more Scream of Pain Fear, but now that spell block's going to be pretty damn handy against this Batrider.
Even just kind of the Lion as well is another big factor. Exactly like you said, there's multiple heroes.
Puck, Dream Coil available. Just gotta step back 1 second just to make sure he picks it up. There we go.
Unfortunately, they just lost their ward. Do they have another one available? Lund does, drops it down. This could be a good spot because Radiant trying to link up with where Mac's position, finds a jump straight on top of the Queen of Pain, but where's the extra burst coming through the light? So it's just wasting the moment. Now with the coil, it's going to get snagged as well. Sonic Wave pushed him back. Batrider's going to be completely useless for the fight, but it looks like Tino with the display going to try and deal with the Puck. Won't be able to do so successfully. But where's Phantom Assassin straight on top of the Alchemist? They're going toe to toe with the bash coming through. PA's not going to be able to win this. Manfred has to jaunt away, but it's not going to matter. Tino can fall up. They're able to bring him down at 2 for 2, but can you reset the fight? They won't be successful. Tino finds a triple. A nice fight for a Mega. We'll see. Could have been a little bit better if the rest of the team was just in the vicinity to help out with that lasso. They revealed the Agnum's coil as well. But at the moment, you see the Phantom Assassin cannot man fight Tino.
Not yet. He still needs that basher minimum just to be able to disrupt for that extra couple of seconds. Even like 1 second out of the 6 remaining on the BKB, if he spent that stun, I think that could be the big team fight turnaround.
See what next item they can get coming through as well. to help out with the extra little bit of damage that's missing.
Dire's middle tower is under
Cops even,
attack.
yo, Lincoln's picked up.
All right, so wants to be able to dodge the Yule Scepter into the...
Quap has to pop the BKB just to protect himself to enable the kill. Alchemist as well. He doesn't have the help of the rest of the team, and Alchemist now solo without a Mega. He's gonna get punished. That's a massive kill if they can go into Roche. PA's up in 10 seconds, so yeah, that should be just the Aegis for them. This is alright. Yangon. Let's see what they can do with it though. Even bot, they might be able to find skill. He's trying to solo kill off Boomy. Needs an extra little bit of damage coming through. The Firefly will claim the kill, but it looks like the rest of Yangon clean up the Undying. Instantly coming down bot. You see the high mobility that they have in the Queen of Pain along with the Pock, getting across the map very fast.
Things happening instantly. Lun, he just goes right back to dewarding, just support life. They haven't captured their outpost back yet though, so Radiant still have control over that, which you might want to try and do on the Phoenix before attempting this Roshan. It's not going to cost them anything right now, except maybe Fox Live.
He's got to be careful here. Young PH going to try and jump forward. The damage isn't really there at the moment. Bok with that protection in the bulwark, but you see now with his back turn, he's got to be careful. They don't claim the kill with the Laxos now, so they're in trouble. Has to drop the Supernova. Very defensive. They are wasting how long of an opportunity that Yangon had with the Alchemist down.
I feel like you used your two team fight ultimates to do that though, so yeah, it was just like a 2v4 fight, no real massive gain. And I think that's the Basher as well, finished up for the PA. So things looking better and better for Yangon.
Got the Aegis now and the Phantom Assassin, got the cheese in the backpack as well. And it's only a 2,000 net worth lead, so this lead is diminishing here from a Mega.
Even just these little things like the Earth Spirit being able to nearly pick up his BKB himself. So that's going to be a 10-second BKB in a world of, 5, 6, 7 seconds. So he's going to be able to have much more of a power relative to everyone else. Even nearly getting to his level 18. So that Magnetize, again, with no BKBs, going to become really effective. It's all about that fake back and that sort of mentality. Being able to roll in once, be that initiation, try and get yourself out of the team fight. Once the BKBs are done, roll right back on in, pop the Magnetize and win the team fight.
Well, Elk just bought out, so they got to be careful. They get to pick off the rest of Radiant on him. Vicinity, they might be able to burst him down as well. Tries to turn, but it looks like it's not enough, though. They fired him down for 80. Now, the rest of Radiant, Bot comes forward on top of the backline. Max able to claim the kill on top of the park, but still they want more blood, though. BKB pop. Now they're going to roll inside the base. Hall's going to have the follow-up as well. They find 3. Now, where's the extra? I want to try and catch up Mac, but man, we've seen a couple times this game, the Alchemist just not having the team in the vicinity. It's going to cost them there.
To be honest, that was a little bit of luck because they were blind. They had no idea that they had any sort of that the Alchemist was sitting around that area. Maybe just some map sense, but no vision in the area. It's only just been placed down onto that high ground.
It's continuing to get to a stage where we seeing the items that are getting picked up from Yangon are having a lot more impact than what Radiant's items are having at the moment here. Well, they've been able to claim the net worth lead, 1,000 for them. They haven't had the lead so far in the entirety of the game. So being able to claim that one, the experience is very much in their favor though. We've almost got, actually Cop does have the 25, so an extra spell block here. So vital this game with all the single target lockdown that Omega have.
Yeah, for sure. And then on top of that as well, you've got the Alchemist though, who's reached this level 22. The item that he bought out, I believe, was the MKB, right? So that PA is going to be much more easy to man fight now. Level 18 picked up on the Phoenix, so he's having a decent time himself. Nearly finished that Lotus Orb as well. It's just a matter of where is he going to find that farm. I think it's going to be really important for starting these team fights.
Oh, top Mac. He wants to jump here. They're going to be able to catch him out, but now with the Abyss, where they're going to turn once again. Tino, he melts through the Phoenix, so they won't be able to have the Supernova for the fight, but now with the Shrimps on the high ground, they lose the Aegis here, but Tino, that has been the BKB committed, Phantom Assassin, already used his own as well, gets Blink up to the northern side, but they're still able to chase here, the pushback. Young PH is not fighting at all in this engagement. It's going to cost him there, as they will lose 2, including the Aegis.
Tries to get the cheeky kill onto the line right at the end there, but just enough to be able to withstand the damage. You don't even think to pop your Ghost Scepter in a situation like that. Oh, who they found?
Alchemist? Have they got the damage? Maybe they've got the damage to kill up the puck. They're going to try and drag away the stream. It's enough with the pushback, and they find it. That's a big kill, and now Boomy might be in trouble as well. CML's in the vicinity. Finger of Death, unfortunately, not enough, and now he shows his face, and it's going to cost him his life. The Queen of Pain jumps on forward, protected with the Lincolns and the dagger. That'll be a god-like streak now for Horror, and this has been such a good game from him.
Alright, pretty heads-up play by Bok, making sure that the puck wasn't able to continue pushing forward. He saw him TPing in onto a creep with just about like 10 HP left. Doesn't decide to kill it. He just TPs straight back in his face, makes sure that the puck can't continuously push the wave into their base.
Looking very good right now for the boys over on Dire. Unfortunately, with the PA still down, you see the farm disparison coming through, but they are getting closer and closer to the Alchemist net worth, and it's actually Quat right now, which is really shining throughout this game, and you know, still seeing the PA try and do whatever he can at the moment. It's not really the 5v1 Phantom Assassin that we've seen in time and time again, but you might be able to get to that stage as the game continues. And well, what can Radiant do to really turn this game? Because it feels like the past couple of engagements and just, you know, maybe the past like 5-7 minutes has slowly been going in Yangon's favor.
I think it's just a matter of who they catch out first. You know, if they're able to catch the puck, for example, sure, if he's not stunned, he's going to get away 100% of the time, but he's still pretty squishy, sub 2000 HP. I suppose the one downside is that he does have those boots of travels, so he can just buy back immediately, rejoin the fight. That Lotus Orb even now finished up on Lun.
Yeah, it's just going to make it even easier now. More protection. Even that armor is just nice as well, at least. Just, you know, if the Alchemist gets on top of you, going to minimize the damage that we see dished out here from the Alkin. Well, he's got the items queued up, so let's see what he wants to do with this one.
There any shards picked up so far? I think Earth Spirit's got his, so he's got that little bit of extra vision, which is going to be nice. The extra remnant charges as well just fits Yangon's roaming style so much.
Is that the only shards? I can't see any others right now.
Not yet.
No.
I think maybe the Mars picking one up would be pretty handy. You can see he's going into the Abyssal Blade again, just trying to keep that PA locked down until at least the BKB is finished. But I don't know, I think being able to skewer two supports together into a wall or even just you know, a cliff would be really impactful in these team fights.
Once again going to try and smoke up here, moving through that bottom side of the map, but you see at the time of the game where either team just making sure they group up as 5, not giving anyone an opportunity to get the jump. Time and time again, the Alchemists, you know, been caught out a couple times, which has costed them, so they're making sure that they are not giving Dire an opportunity to do so at all. You know, this game might slow down if Dire don't find a pick off here until the next Roshan is available.
I want to know who he's trying to give this Ag Scepter to on the Alchemist. Is it Batrider? I feel like that might be pretty handy, actually. So I'm going to do theory crafting here, and I've only got a few seconds because it feels like they're ready to fight. They're going to put Tino in harm's way. They're going to assume that they're going to go in onto him. He's going to lasso his teammate, and because he's got the Ag Scepter as well, he's going to drag the other person away with it. And it's going to be on a 20-second cooldown because he's done that. That's actually make it last longer as well. The duration of the lasso, having the timeless relic. I guess it's not really a debuff; it's just a duration.
For the stun, it should though on the enemy.
We'll see.
It's gonna be pretty nice.
If that happens exactly as I called it, I am gonna be very happy.
Very happy. See how they can play it. Well, if they
500 gold away though. It kind of feels like he should farm this up because he's not going to have buyback unless he like gets at least 2 kills in this next team fight.
Yeah, they're going to need it. But it's super important because without the Alchemist, do they have the damage from Omega?
Not really, and you know, even just waiting for the level 25 might be the play for the Alch as well. That extra 50 attack speed, oh sorry, movement speed is going to be really nice, especially when you're getting kited around a lot by the Queen of Pain when your BKB runs out. Same thing with the slows from the Earth Spirit and the Stifling Dagger.
Dire. They're coming over. Box shown in the lane at the moment. They're going to roll in forward with the coil. Let's see if they can snap it here. They will be able to do so successfully. So nice instant pick off now with the Undying with the roll forward as well. Skill Lave wants more blood. Boomy is in trouble. The Bash Phantom Assassin locks him in. They found two, and both those heroes don't have buyback here.
All right, here we go. Ags on the Batrider.
Gonna have to do something miraculous if they want to try and defend this mid set of racks here. Max on the jump in forward, but the link, it's popped now with the Lotus Shop as well. Batrider, the Alchemist, it's completely nothing now with the rolling forward supernova. It's more defensively than it's gonna help out the other gauge, but the Shockwave, massive there, finds the line. Batrider protected with the York set, but it's not gonna matter. Stops him from being able to disengage. The buybacks coming through, but the link gets popped. Tino flying to Visiblade with the bash. They're gonna be able to find the puck.
It's his level
down
25.
for 90.
He's got the move.
You cannot dive too far. They've got to dip out. Looks like Yangon forced the buyback on the Earth Spirit, but Lion buys back there as well.
You might wish to
I'm telling you, that's the play. You don't use it onto two enemies, you use it onto your Alchemist. Get him back to safety. Maybe even do it so that he doesn't pop his BKB first. You just want to be... Oh, there. Priority number one is this Earth Spirit, considering it just bought back. I don't know if Mac's in a position to solo kill him, though. Roche still got a minute left until it respawns. They get rid of the courier. Benefits of the sticky napalm.
Wonder if we're gonna see... Oh, Puck's going for the Arcane Blink. Okay.
Sure. I guess just having lower cooldown on everything is really nice. He's already got the Spell Prism. And actually went for the illusory orb distance speed. I don't know about that. I would have gone for the cooldown.
Oh, they're running up the high ground without the puck. Could be pretty important. They're going to move forward. There's the double lash. Where's the extra damage coming through? Now with the arena instant on top of the backline. Vantage Plus are going to try and deal with Boomy, but won't be successful. And now they don't have the perfect target to bring down to start the fight, but no one's down just yet. Two buybacks coming up with the Queen of Pain and the puck, but can they counter up? But now with the abilities, they've wasted the more to start the fight. Line Undying both down, but now with the rolling forward on top of the high ground. Alchemist is going to be careful here with the Chemical Rage. Going to try and attempt the TP up, get that damage go through it. It looks like they do. They even cancel it out, but the crit is down. They also find the Mars as well. A mega lose 4. Man. You do have to force some buybacks all in for this Roche jump hit. They will not give any inch for Yangon.
And both of them snapped that coil, like they stood in it the entire time, and then at the last possible second, they just snap the coil and take the full duration of the stun, and then all it needs is a quick burst down from Yangon's side. Really questionable coming through.
Buck? Oof, okay, he's alright. They're going to be careful though. That's a lot of buybacks here from Radiant to try and protect this Roshan. Now with the wrap through, Puck straight on the high gun, utilizing his body almost like an observer. And now they're going to simultaneously jump the Mars as well. Young PH got to be careful because Mac on top of him now with the last on the direct back to Tino. But Tino, he needs some bash Sonic Waves, going to give defense, but that's a little bit of space. We've got the Vince play to close this. Now with the Supernova pop as well. That's on ready turn. Phantom Assassin. Alchemist down 120. That's a dieback in Yangon. What a team fight on the high ground. The Supernova popping, the Sun Raider combine it up as well, and up high ground they go.
And when it gets this late, and you've got a lot of HP on all of your heroes, that Holy Locket comes in pretty damn handy. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he's done more healing this game than some heroes have done damage. It's just that impactful.
Man, what an impressive game. They clean up a mega. Mac tries to buy back, but that's over. Yangon force a game 3. Queen of Pain played out of her mind. 18, 4, and 19. The carry potential, we see the PA's damage coming through it.